Hello, my name is Dr. Ephraim. In this video I will be computing the derivatives of functions, derivatives of several functions. This is a mastery test of derivatives that I gave in my class. It's more like a quiz. For those of you who are interested to try it first, I will put the link to a blank page like this on the comment, so you can download and try it, and then check the video to check the answers. So there's 10 problems, and they have exponents and functions, inverse functions, several functions and products included in this derivatives. Alright, so let's get started. So for the first function, f of x is 5x to the third minus 4th root of 3. You notice that this is a constant, so its derivative is 0. So the derivative of the function is 15x squared plus 0. The second function, I will rewrite it as x to the minus 2 minus e squared. And I notice that e squared is a constant, so its derivative is 0. So the derivative comes out to be negative 2x to the power of negative 3, which we can simplify it as negative 2 over x to the thirds. For the third function, we see that it is a product of two functions, so we will apply the product rule. The derivative of the first times the second plus the first times the derivative of the second. And in this case, I have 2x being the derivative of x squared minus derivative of x to the minus 3 is negative 3x to the negative 4. So then I'll write it as plus 3x to the negative 4 times the second plus the first function, x squared minus x to the negative 3 times the derivative of the second, which is cosine of x. This is one of the basic functions, basic formulas we should study. The derivative is secant of x tangent of x. So the derivative of sec x is secant of x times tangent of x. This one is arctangent of x, f of x equals arctangent of x, which really means tangent inverse of x. So the derivative is 1 over 1 plus x squared. And this is one of the basic derivatives. Here I have two functions. One is this one and the other this one. I will differentiate them separately. When I differentiate the first one, I see a chain of two functions. The second one also, I'll get to it, but now it's a chain too. So the derivative of the first function is, the outside function is sine, so its derivative is cosine of x squared plus 4x times the derivative of the inside, which is 2x plus 4, plus, let's see if I can differentiate e to the minus x, okay? The derivative of e to the minus x is e to the minus x times the derivative of minus x, which is minus 1. So that gives me negative e to the negative x. So minus e to the negative x. I had plus here, so that's why I put minus. This one, I see this as sine of x quantity squared. So I will apply the chain rule on that one. Okay, so the derivative of sine squared of x is 2 times sine x times cosine x, because it's a chain rule. The inside function being the sine function, the outside function being that stuff squared. Now minus, this is one of the basic derivatives that we need to memorize. Log of x base 5, its derivative is 1 over x ln of 5. Okay? Here I see a chain of two functions. It's a composite of two functions. So the derivative, I will apply the chain rule. That would be 5x plus 3x squared to the power of 4 times the derivative of the inside, which is 5 plus 6x. Okay, that is that. Next one is a difference of two basic functions. So we will see if we can differentiate using just basic derivatives formulas. The derivative of cotangent of x is negative cosecant squared of x. The derivative of 5 to the x is 5 to the x times ln of 5. Okay, just to point out, log of x base 5, the derivative is 1 over x times natural log of x. Whereas 5 to the x, derivative is 5 to the x times natural log of 5. Here we divide it by natural log of 5, here we multiply by natural log of 5. This one looks more like the natural log formula, but divided by natural log of 5. This looks like more like e to the x formula, but times natural log of 5, just to point that out. All right, the last problem is e to the power of 2x times cosine of x squared plus 3x. This is a product of two functions, so I will apply the product rule. So the derivative is the derivative of the first times the second plus the first times the derivative of the second. But if you notice, the first is a chain of two functions. So chain rule for the first one, e to the power of 2x times 2 times the second function, cosine of x squared plus 3x, plus the first function times the derivative of the second function, which is negative sine of x squared plus 3x times the derivative of the inside, which is 2x plus 3. Okay, so the derivative of cosine of x squared plus 3x is again a composite of two functions. I'm applying the chain rule. The minus sign of what is inside multiplied by the derivative of the inside. So trying to clean it up, I have f prime of x is 2 times e to the power of 2x cosine of x squared plus 3x plus, I'll put this up front, no reason, just 2x plus 3 times e to the power of 2x times, oh, I can put the minus out there, so let me change that. See if I can erase and fix it. I can put this up here also while I'm on it. So this was 2x plus 3. So now I have the first piece. I'm going to put minus 2x plus 3 e to the power of 2x sine of x squared plus 3x. All right, and that's my solution to the derivative mastery test. This is the second page, that's the first page, and this is it. Thank you and goodbye.